Go to Malachi, the first chapter, the last prophet of the Old Testament, or the Old Scrolls. Malachi, the first chapter. Salaki. Malachi, the first chapter, verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Like I told you, when they burn it down, they impoverished for that period of time. But they say they're going to build again, right? Thus said the Most High Power. I think probably going to say in Israel. Oh, we will build, we'll rebuild. They shall build. The Most High say they shall build, but I will throw down. So they're going to build them, but you're going to throw down. Burn them up again. They shall build, but I will throw down. That's why I say he ain't get no credit for this. It's a Mother Nature. They blame it on people. They blame it on someone, but not the Most High. Give all praise and glory to his holy name. How about Shama Mashak? They shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness. You hear that? Don't call them the border of wickedness. Who? Edom. And the people against whom the Most High have indignation forever. Right? So let's see what these spirits. Ecclesiastes 39 and 31. They shall rejoice in his commandment. These angels of vengeance, these spirits of vengeance of the Most High. They're going to rejoice at his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. When their time has come, they're not going to transgress the word of the Most High. They're going to do exactly what he say. They are very, 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 very obedient to do exactly what he says to do. On the right hand and the left hand. This is our power. So, when you look at, go to Daniel's, first and foremost, Daniel's 4 and 17. Because the Most High is fair. He is fair. And he have given every nation that he has made a superpower opportunity to rule and to rule in righteousness. Are they doing it? No. Not this kingdom. These kingdoms that's on the earth today. That's why my servants got to come back and judge and make war. Daniel's 4:17. Daniel's 4 and 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and a demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. You hear that? The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the bases of men. And that's who set up over these kingdoms now, the bases of men. Superpower of earth. The bases of men. Remember Satan showed him all the kingdoms of the world? He said, all could be thine if you do what? Bow down and worship me. So say the wicked, he made them for a certain purpose. And they doing what they're supposed to do. We the ones out of order. Look. Proverbs 16 and 4. Proverbs 16 and 4. The Most High have made all things for himself. So everything was made for him. On the right side and the left side. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So he made them for the day of evil. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to fulfill what it is that he made them for. They're doing what they're supposed to do. We got to come back to righteousness. Yasharala, Israel, keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, having faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, fearing the Most High, crying to the Most High. As we just seen mighty man King David crying to the Most High, telling Krum Abanawa Yahweh, Krum Mashiach Yahushua. Then Israel can rise. We ain't rising on our own. Here the Most High, here we just read. We reading over and over again. Look at it. Most High rise up, then action happens. He bring forth his commandment. And the angels, the spirits, they're going to do exactly what he say do. So let's look. Most High ruler in the kingdom of men. He set up over the bases of men. So let's look at Wisdom of Solomon. Go to Wisdom of Solomon, 6th chapter. Verse 1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, understand, talking to all the kings of this earth, all the rulers of this earth, superpowers of this earth. Learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Hear that? Judges of the ends of the earth. I told you, 2nd Ezra 6 and 9 says, for Esau is the end of the earth, and Jacob is the beginning of that follower. We got next forever and ever and ever. Been saying that since the 90s. Y'all just got hip to it, but I've been saying that since the 90s. All praise to the Most High, Baal Shama Mashiach Yahushua. Who got next? We got next. What we're going to do? Take the kingdom. So, here it is. He says, hear, therefore, O ye kings, and understand, learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Just talking to those that can be ruling in the ends of the earth. You better hear this. Give ear. Ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. Especially right here in America. That's why I say it's a great melting pot of nations. For power is given you of the Most High. We just read it. The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and set up over it the bases of men. For power is given unto you of the Most High, and sovereignty from the highest. Who shall try your works? Go try everything that you do is being written in the books. Go try your works. How you have lived, whether it was right or wrong, whether it was righteous or wicked. And search out your counsels. Search out your counsel, and you're going to be right there listening to what you're saying in your counsels, when you counsel against the 12 tribes of Israel. Because being ministers of his kingdom, see, he ruleth in the kingdom of men. You being rulers of his kingdom, you have not judged aright. See, he say, you ain't judged right. You ruling over the children of Israel. Just like Hitler said, it's gonna be a verdict to you that you're gonna be convicted because you have the chosen people of the Most High, the Hebrews, the Israelites, in your hand, your possession. He knew that. He spoke about it. He told his men that. He called a Jewish man a bastard in that book, The Nazis. Time Life magazine, they printed it. Look, it says, who shall try your works and search out your counsels? Because being ministers of his kingdom, ye have not judged aright. You ain't judged right. I'm telling you. Nor kept the law. You got people saying in the churches, we not under the law. Whose laws are they? They're the Most High's. But we in the mercy and grace, you Gentiles being grafted in and speaking in tongues and got filled with the Holy Ghost. When you found no word of ghost in the Hebrew. And you can be a spiritual Israelite. Can I be a spiritual Chinese? Japanese? No. That's nonsense. That's why Romans 9, chapter the 1st to the 5th verse, destroys that spiritual Israelite. You got to be an Israelite according to the flesh. He made us from the womb to come out and be Israelites and come back to this knowledge with some understanding for these last days to bring our people back to the light and come out of darkness, being ignorant to the fact of we got next forever and ever and ever. But we got to work toward that. That's why he's telling even the leaders, they're gonna be tried by their works, man. Like we are. Hear what he said? Not kept the law. Teaching people that we not under the law, but we under mercy and grace and so forth. Mercy and grace only came to the Israelites. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 9, Wisdom of Solomon 4:15, baby. Every day. 24/7. Ain't going nowhere. It's to the saints. And the saints, we're going to define them in Psalms 148 and 14. The Israelites. Noah walked after the counsel of the Most High. The counsel of the Most High is men that he's bringing forth his hand in these last days. You think they're listening? No. Even Nebuchadnezzar said, but nobody talk about the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We're going to make their house a dunghill, a doodle house. Pharaoh. And he set up, Nebuchadnezzar set up Daniel and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, as he named them, to be over the kingdom. Joseph, he was in power. After the Pharaoh died, he was right there in power. Set him up. Children of Israel. But this kingdom that we in now, the superpower of earth now, you just heard what he said he's going to do to them. Eventually. That's the end result. That's the end result. That's why he's talking to you. Kings. The ones that's the rulers over the people. And over his 12 tribes of Israel. Verse 4 again, because being ministers of his kingdom, ye have not judged right. You wonder why all these fires, and it's just getting started. It's going to be like a woman in travail. It's going to be more and more and more. Nor kept the law. Never kept the law. You can't tell me that you can justify the Talmud and the Kabbalah that you believe in. You don't believe in the Mashiach Yahushua. You don't believe in the New Testament. Most don't believe it that don't know it. They don't know it. What in the New Testament when the Mashiach Yahushua walked the earth? Or Peter or Paul or any of them. It was only the law and the prophets. That's what they went by. Reading on, it says, nor walked after the counsel of the Most High. You get the counsel of the Most High now. The change. You have an opportunity at least to be able to serve in the kingdom. Serve the Israelites in the kingdom. Or you're going to be burnt up, point blank. Say the nation of the kingdom will not serve him shall perish. Yeah, they shall be utterly wasted. Isaiah 60 and 12. So listen, it says, horribly, verse 5, horribly, hear this? Horribly and speedily shall he come upon you. For sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places. Once again, to the leaders. He said, horribly and speedily shall he come upon you. For sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places. For mercy will soon pardon the meanest. Hear that? Mercy gonna soon pardon the meanest. But mighty men shall be mightily tormented. And it tell you surely your oppression make a wise man mad. But he said, for only mercy and grace only to the children of Israel. He's telling you. For mercy will soon pardon the meanest. Mercy. Not getting something that you do deserve, Israel. He gonna pardon the meanest of us, because mercy is only given to the children of Israel. But mighty men, those kings that's in power at the ends of the earth, shall be mightily tormented. Woo. For he which is the Most High, over all shall fear no man's person. Caring about no position that you have in this earth. So he ain't fearing no man's person, no matter what position you have on this earth. Neither shall he stand in awe of any man's greatness. Care less. You mean you gonna stand in awe with whatever we have done, or the kings of this earth have done? For he hath made the small and great. See, I made you. Remember, he said he ruleth in the kingdom of men. Instead of over at the bases of men. He said, I made you small and great. And care for all alike. Say, but a sore trial shall come upon the mighty. Unto you therefore, O kings, do I speak, that ye may learn wisdom and not fall away. For they that kept holiness holily shall be judged holy, and they that have learned such things shall find what to answer. That's why we have this word, people. See, they done took it and ran them up, doing whatever they want to do with it. Go to Habakkuk. See, there's a problem even with them, the rich and the richest. But he says, Habakkuk 2. And you know, America helped set up the state of Israel in 1948. So, Habakkuk 2 and 5 say, yeah, also. Because he transgresses with wine. He transgresses and he breaking the laws of the Most High and influencing everyone to be wicked like they're wicked. He is a proud man. Come on. He's a proud man. Got his head up like he's better than everybody. I mean, he control the money. The Illuminati are Jewish. And ISS is suffix meaning pertaining to being like a Jew. We taught them in 7th, 8th century AD. They're the Khazarians. That's who they are. Khazarian Empire. It says he's a proud man. Neither keepeth at home. See, they ain't staying at home. Got their little military bases everywhere. All over. You'd be surprised who's all Jewish. Neither keepeth at home. Who enlarges his desire as hell. You hear that? He enlarges his desire as hell. Wherever he goes, hell. He bring about hell. And is as death. He bring death too. They had fires. Then you know what he do? He just bomb Gaza. So they said they did it. Boom. That's what you tell the media. Media say they said they did it. Just to go kill people. He is as death. And come on, look at all of us, the Israelites that was killed. You get the land of America. I mean, you got to look at this. He is as death and cannot be satisfied no matter what. Can't be satisfied. I'm telling you. But gather unto him all nations, as we read before. What is that? Great melting pot of nations right here in America. Gather unto him all nations, because you know, over there in Israel, they don't want no people of pigment and melanin there. They want to kick them all out if they could. But here in America, they gathered all nations right here. And he unto him all people. That's right here in America. They doing this. Let's go back over here. What he told us in Habakkuk 1 and 6. He said, for lo, I raise up the Chaldeans. Remember we just read about virgin daughter of Babylon and the virgin daughter of Chaldeans representing the same people, the Edomites, so-called white man. For lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. See, they own our land right now. They're going to march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves. Their horses also are swifter than the leopards, and are more fierce than the evening wolves. And their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from far, like way over here in the Americas. They shall fly as the eagle. There go a sign. Who has the eagle? Edomites, that hastens to eat. They shall come all for violence. Hear that? They shall come all for violence. Their faces shall sup up as the east wind, and they shall gather the captivity as the sand. I mean, hundreds of years getting us and put us in captivity over and over and over again. They die off, get some more. So they worked us until our bones came through our skin and so forth. Age didn't matter. You still got to get out there and work. Sun up to sundown, and then sometime after that. And they shall scoff at the kings, and the princes shall be a scorn unto them. They shall derive every stronghold, for they shall heap dust and take it. Then shall his mind change, and he shall pass over and offend, imputing this his power unto his God. To his power. It ain't the Most High power. Shh. It's not him. That's why it tells you in Habakkuk 2:6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his? Like they come over here and took the land from the North American Indians, so-called Gadites. Say, woe, destruction to him that increases that which is not his. How long? Say, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Clay is red. If you ain't red like them, you ain't like them, then you have no value. Like I say, you ain't no citizen. Israelites, you Mexicans and you other nations thinking that you got it going on, North American Indians, so you ain't no citizen either. Better look it up. Only Edomites can be citizens of America. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? And awake that shall vex thee? Gonna wake up and vex thee. This prophecy. And thou shalt be for booties unto them. Nothing but a spoil unto them. Taking everything you have. We already said in Obadiah 17, we're gonna get your possessions. Because thou hast spoiled many nations. So they robbed many nations. How did they get to the land of Europe? How did they get to Europe? It was in the Caucasus Mountains, came out and started taking down who? Japhetic people, ran them into islands and so forth. How did they get America? Come on. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. That's prophecy. All the remnant of the people that's going to be left, going to spoil them. Because of men's blood. He said because of men's blood. Look at us being killed right now, and the verdict is not guilty. Zechariah 11:5, whose oppressors oppress them and hold themselves not guilty. Because of men's blood, he said. And for the violence of the land. Violence everywhere. Of the city and all that dwell therein. They say, woe me destruction to him that covereth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high. He may be higher than everyone else, living the life of the rich and the famous, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Ain't no evil come to him because I got the money. I got the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force, the superpower of the earth to threaten everybody, but you don't know about the Most High. Don't forget about him. Remember, he got his angels, where they at? Right here on the earth, waiting for the commandment of the Most High. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people. Hear that? People looking for reparation. What about the fact of what he's saying here? You have consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people. That means killing many people. And have sinned against thy soul. You say you sinned against your own soul. But a stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timbers shall answer it. I mean, look at all the bombing that you do. Killing innocent babies. Children. Has nothing to do with the war. I've seen them running with the skin. Their skin is just peeled off of them. And they just running, just hot, just burning. Woe, destruction to him that buildeth a town with blood. Let me tell you. I mean, they came out of the Caucasus Mountains and started in 1453 till now, building every city that you built with blood. The blood of our ancestors. Here in America, we built this place. From the south to the north, to the east to the west. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Establish a city in iniquity. I mean, establish these cities with iniquity. Now you got my two mommies, my two daddies want to show the children the LGBTQ lifestyle. How about the lifestyle of thus said the Most High, according to what we read in this Bible? How about that? No, you want to show them, just like it says, establish a city by iniquity. And he's screaming at you. By wickedness. By sins. So you don't know the Most High. Go to Isaiah 66. Just look at who the Most High, what he say he gonna do. Isaiah 66. He just getting warmed up in 15. For behold, the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. For behold, the Most High will come with fire. You feeling a little bit of it right now. They feeling a little bit of it right now. And with his chariots, you know, the chariots are the angels like a whirlwind. So then you know them angels create them tornadoes, hurricanes, and tidal waves. Hear what he said? The Most High will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind. The angel will be spinning like a whirlwind. Why? To render his anger with fury. Remember his angels, he got those spirits that are created for vengeance. Here is calling them chariots. And we read where he making his chariots angels. His angels are the chariots. To render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Most High shall be many. He's going to kill a lot of people, that's what he's telling you. A whole lot of people are going to be put to death. By the fire of the Most High. And Amashek Shai said, so the only thing you're going to run to him, he said in St. John 10 and 30, I and my Father are one. They agree. Ezekiel 15. Ezekiel, the 15th chapter. And 6. Therefore, thus say the Most High, power. That's what the Most High is telling you. As the vine tree among the trees of the forest, which I have given to the fire for fuel. You know, you burn that, cut them trees down for fire for fuel. So will I give the inhabitants of Jerusalem. It says, so will I give the inhabitants of Jerusalem. He's going to make that place desolate. A lot of places where we live is desolate now, but he's going to make, we're living at desolate. He says, so will I so will I give the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And I will set my face against them. They shall go out from one fire and another fire. Listen, you see the fires burning. Most High gets no credit. Everybody gonna say Mother Nature, or they're gonna say the Arabs did it. Two of them at the same time. Come on. And I will set my face against them. They shall go out from one fire, run from one fire, and another fire shall devour them. And ye shall know that I am the Most High when I set my face against them. And I will make the land desolate. That's what happens after fire. It's going to be desolate because they have committed a trespass, said the Most High power. We committed a trespass, the Most High made our land desolate. Now y'all over there, He going to make y'all land desolate. Point blank. As it is written. You know, if you think He's going to do favor to you, to them, and He ain't show us favor for us, like He said. Because they have committed a trespass, said the Most High power. Because you have broken the laws of the Most High. What He say He gonna do? And I will make the land desolate. He already said what He gonna do. Verse 7, and I will set my face against them. They shall go out from one fire, and another fire shall devour them. And ye shall know that I am the Most High when I set my face against them. Straight up. Ain't no difference. Ezekiel 24. Ezekiel 24 and 9. Therefore, thus said the Most High power. Understand this. You hearing what the Most High have to say. Woe, destruction to the bloody city. I will even make the power for fire great. He said, gonna make the power for fire great. Heap on wood. Put some wood on this fire. Kindle the fire. Consume the flesh. I mean, he's gonna be killing people, burning people up. And spice it well. Wow. Put some little flavor on it. Put flavor on the flesh that he's burning up. And let the bones be burned. You know? All the way let the bones. He say, fire gonna be so hot, gonna burn the bones. Ain't nothing gonna be left. Then set it empty upon the coals thereof. Where you gonna burn it down to the ground. Make it empty. That the brass of it may be hot and may burn, and that the filthiness of it may be molten in it. All the abominations that's being done in the land may be molten in it. The filthiness of it may be molten in it. That the scum of it may be consumed. Hear that? The scum. That's filthy McNasty, people. Of what they doing in the land of the Most High, I see. What do you say? May be consumed. Remember, he's a consuming fire. We done heard that already. She have wearied herself with lies. Talking about they the people of the Most High. She have wearied herself with lies. Right, that's why I say Israel, Lee, E sound is E or E. Now, the I sound is I or I. So how about Israel lies? He's saying here, she had wearied herself with lies. Because you're not the chosen people of the Most High. You are Edomites. You are Amalek. You are Esau's grandson. You are Caucasian. So-called Caucasian. You're Edomite. They are. She had wearied herself with lies, and her great scum went not forth out of her. Her scum shall be in the fire. Hear that? Her scum gonna be in the fire. That's why he burning it up. It's cold, but it's real. So look at Revelations. Revelation, the second chapter, the 9th verse. So I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. Can't be talking about the Jewish people because they the ones that print the money. They the ones that's controlling the money of the world. But he says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Right? So let's look at hold that. In Wisdom of Solomon, the 8th chapter, because he say we're rich. It's talking about the children of Israel. Wisdom of Solomon, the 8th chapter, and I believe I want 18th verse. Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 18. And great pleasure it is to have her friendship. Talking about wisdom, proper application of knowledge. And in the works of her hands are infinite riches. You hear that? We're talking about wisdom. You look at verse 1. Wisdom reaches from one end to another mightily, and sweetly does she order all things. So it tells you, this is how we rich, Yasharala. And great pleasure it is to have her friendship, and in the works of her hands are infinite riches. And in the exercise of conference with her, students, and in talking with her, a good report. I went about seeking how to take her to me, how to get wisdom. But the main thing I'm here is to show you that what we have wisdom is infinite riches. That's why he's saying, thou art rich. Because we have this infinite riches, this wisdom. That's why I say in Revelation 2 and 9, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, talking to the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. But thou art rich, because we have this infinite wisdom. And infinite riches goes pertaining to having the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Most High. And I know the blasphemy, that's the filthy wicked act, of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. That's what he called them, the synagogue of Satan. Who worship in synagogues? We don't. They do. The Jewish people work in the synagogues. This is what Mashak Rashai said. Why they don't believe in them. Revelation 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. That's why I say Israel lie. The I sound is I or I. So Israel lie, but he's saying, but do lie, because they're not the true ethnic and biblical Israelites that we're reading about. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Hear that? He said, I'll make them come before our feet and know that the Most High has loved us, the children of Israel. Just over and over again. So the judgment is at hand. It's just a matter of how you're gonna accept what it is that the Most High gives you. He didn't deal with us. We had to accept it. We have no choice. So I'm going to conclude with Daniel 7:18. But the saints, well, we don't know, we all know the saints are the 12 tribes of Israel, of the Most High. Psalms 148 and 14, just in case you forgot who the saints are. We of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So we got next. Remember we read in 2 Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world, meaning Esau would have to be ruling at the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it, that follower. So verse 27 says, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. It's going to last forever and ever and ever. No one's going to take the kingdom that the Most High going to allow the 144,000, 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel to rule with the Mashiach Yahushua forever and ever and ever. Hear what he says, an everlasting kingdom. Isn't this worth working toward? Everyone should want to be in a righteous kingdom. Or you wicked and you're going to be thrown in the lake of fire. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. And all dominions, all people, all nations shall serve and obey him. Hear that? Everybody going to serve and obey him. Hitherto is the end of the matter. That's all I have to say. That's the end of the matter. If you'd like more information, you can reach me, Priest Awam, at P.O. Box 20012, Long Beach, California, 90801-3012. Or you can call me at 562-235-1226. And if you'd like to donate to the ministry, you can send your money order or check to the P.O. Box, or I have a PayPal at www.paypal.me/Shield of Wisdom. That's SHIELDOFWISDOM. Support the truth. There's a lot of things in the making to come, take us to another level. Through the power of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua, Bahashama Mashiach Yahushua. Look out. It's coming. And I'm out. Shalom.